Nobody's even doing. All right. Good luck. You're on the play, right? Yeah.
Drawing up hands here. Dave is 2-0. And I'm 1-0-1.
Yep.
We saw my draw earlier against the Initiative Depths deck. Turn 1 Dragon's Rage Channeler for Dave. Misty Rainforest.
Will that pass?
And pass. Legacy Hype says, is Stella playable? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Brainstorm Surveil. Puts Brainstorm into the graveyard. Attacking with DRC and creating a Delver now as Kaplan. Swords to Plowshares. All right. DRC is gone. Delver trigger. Bolt on top. Flips Delver.
Yep. Got it.
Attacking for 3 with Insectile Aberration. Puts me down to 16. Ponder.
Yep.
All right. And a Wasteland on Tundra. Okay. Passing the turn.
And simple fetch.
Fetch on end step.
Get a basic knowledge cast brainstorm.
And a Brainstorm. Brainstorm resolves. Found myself a basic island. And back to my turn.
That's a ponder.
And a Ponder. Looked like a Force of Will was in the mix there. Putting 2 back on top. Drawing my card. Misty Rainforest. And passing the turn. Insectile Aberration puts me down to 12. Expressive Iteration. Flooded Strand. It's played from exile. Passing the turn.
Upkeep fetch.
Fetching on my upkeep, going down to 11. Finding a Savannah. We saw in the previous match with this deck on today's stream that the mana is a little bit of a mess, as it often is with these 4-color piles. So you'll have decks with Wasteland, Mystic Sanctuary, and Savannah. That's just the way it is. Tropical Island. Endurance on main phase. Giving Kaplan an option to daze there. But I feel like the upside of removing the graveyard and getting the blocker on the board was quite high. The Wasteland set me back a little bit. Attacking for 3. Maybe Kaplan thinking about a Murktide here? Can't see the hand. Alright, a Wasteland out of my Savannah, which I'm thrilled about. I'm passing the turn. Brainstorm. It'll resolve. Looks like an Expressive Iteration was in my hand. Or is in my hand. And a fetch down to 7. Getting a Tundra. Loam. Life from the Loam getting fired off here. Getting back Savannah, Tundra, Misty. Running low on life. A Bolt on my end step. Go down to 4. So I'm going down to 1 now after this Insectile Aberration attack. I do have a Force in hand, and maybe I should have thought about that for a moment longer. I regretted not Force of Willing the Lightning Bolt. I just scooped here when I realized, yeah, I should not have done that. My other land in hand was a fetch.
I'll try this.
All right, going to game 2, turn 1, Carpet of Flowers off Savannah. Force pitching Submerge. So Carpet of Flowers is countered. And wasting my Savannah and passing the turn is Kaplan. And a turn 2 Ponder, most likely finding a basic island here. There it is.
This card's so stupid. It's so dumb.
I think you should definitely have to use
Me and Kaplan talking about here how good Carpet of Flowers is.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Carpet of Flowers is so good. Here's a Ponder here for Kaplan, so we're both pondering now. Passing the turn. Misty Rainforest. Ponder.
Go ahead.
Counterbalance. Taiga and Power Blast.
Yep.
All right, Taiga and Power Blast to counterbalance while it's still on the stack. And that'll get through. All right, Uro resolves. It'll go sit in the graveyard, Wasteland. Yeah, the mana base is kind of horrific. If you're curious about my deck list, I posted it in our Discord in the deck list channel. And you'll see it. You'll see it, everybody. You'll see it. I copied the deck list from a player that did well in a tabletop event over the weekend. All right, here's Murktide Regent. I try to give a shout out here, actually. Whose deck was this? Enrico Donizzi, quarterfinalist at... Oh, this was the Axion Now event. The Axion Now event in the UK, actually, 2 weeks ago. This list was a quarterfinalist, an event with over 100 players. And I copied the list, except for one card I swapped, which I pointed out in the Discord. All right, so Red Blast, put into exile off Expressive Iteration. Playing a land to play around days, and then blowing up the Murktide, passing the turn. Is that a Fortnite Island? Yes, it is a Fortnite Island. Expressive Iteration here for Dave.
And play bottom. Play the bottle.
I don't play Fortnite, no. I've never played Fortnite, I don't think.
I will cast the Ponder, sure.
Ponder resolving here for me.
Put a land into play. Go ahead.
All right, passing it back after making some land drops.
Good.
Dave with no plays. Fetching here. Getting a drop. Tapping 4 mana. And escaping a row. Power Blast counters it, goes back into the graveyard. We'll try again later.
Go ahead.
Passing the turn.
Good.
Do have a Karakas to protect it once it hits the board, potentially. Wherever that's worth.
Try again.
It's not like Dave has exile effects like swords. And another Power Blast counters a roll.
You got it. Go ahead.
Passing the turn. Escaping a row is underwhelming. Are you underwhelmed, everybody? Is everybody bored?
Okay.
Is anybody having fun? So double Power Blast, stop 2 escapes of Uro. My graveyard is slimmed all the way down. Darby says not bored at all. Love to see 4-color in action. We have somebody, everybody. We have somebody having fun. All right. People are predicting Minsc and Boo. People are saying we're here for the puppy. We'll see. All right. Kaplan tapping 2. Murktide. Looks like 2. 4. It would be a 7/7 if it resolves. All right, it resolves. Kaplan has a 7/7. Brainstorm. I was really hoping to get that Uro online. Did not come together. Swords to Plowshares on Murktide.
You get store credit. I just don't know how much to only a pitch.
Force Pitching Days. All right, the Swords is countered. Looks like an Endurance is in my hand and a Hydroblast. And I've passed the turn here, so Murktide's going to get an attack in, most likely. Attacking for 7. Expressive Iteration. Hydroblast in response. Another Swords getting a try here. This one will succeed. And then we had some discrepancy over life totals here, I believe. Maybe not.
Yep.
All right, Endurance main phase to get rid of the graveyard and hold off any potential follow-up Murktides. All right, here's Dragon's Rage Channeler. Ponder Surveil. Put a DRC into the graveyard. The combination of Dragon's Rage Channeler and Murktide Regent, like on their own, they're good cards, but in combination, they're just so good. Everybody knows that already. If you've played Modern, if you played Legacy, you're well aware, but they're so good. Sometimes I feel like if I'm going to pick out a card in Legacy that is problematic, Dragon's Rage Channeler has to be at the top of the list. Card is just so powerful. All right, tapping 4 on my side now. Comet, Stellar Pup.
How does this card work?
To activate the ability, I have to roll a 6-sided die, which I don't have, but you have. Yeah, and then it does whatever I roll.
Alright, it resolves.
I will activate its ability.
Okay.
All right, activating the ability. Whoops. It's a 4. I'll deal 4 damage to that, and he loses 2 to loyalty. It deals damage equal to his loyalty to target creature or player. Then -2.
Okay.
All right, Comet Stellar Pup
I'll pass.
wipes away Dragon's Rage Channeler from the board. K Poppy says Modern Horizons really did a lot to shake up Eternal formats and more so people's wallets. Yes. Soda Master, thanks for the follow. Welcome. And I'm drinking soda right now. Look at that. All right. Twitch chat is getting hype for Comet Stellar Pup. Kaplan trying to think what to do here, facing down a Planeswalker and Endurance.
In response, I'll brainstorm.
Brainstorm in response to Counterbalance.
It resolves.
Passing the turn.
Activate this. Charge roll this quick.
Yeah, I got it.
Activating Comet here.
6.
A 6, so I get to roll 2 more times.
+1.
Okay.
I'll activate it again.
A 2.
I create 2 squirrels. He gets +2. And they have haste.
So I'm making some squirrels here.
I like
There
that.
they are.
This is the third time.
Rolling 1 more time, activating the ability a 3rd time.
Same thing again.
And a 2 again, making 2 more squirrels. They have haste.
I'll go to combat. Swing for 7.
Attacking for 7. Endurance and 4 brand new squirrels. Created by Comet the Stellar Pup and an escape of Uro here.
Yeah, it's a 3.
Uro on the stack. Force of Will revealed on top. Uro will resolve, and Kaplan scoops it up. We're going to game 3.
Oh, yeah.
Did I forget to uptick?
We started cool, but like no backup. Yeah.
I don't know.
Because if you just have 4 times.
Harry Houdini wondering, is Comet good? Based on what you just saw, Chad, I know it was on the battlefield for 1 or 2 turns. Is Comet good? Are you high on this card? Are you low on this card? Is this card worth buying? Does it suck? How are we feeling about Comet Stellar Pup, everybody? All right, here's Dragon's Rage Channeler. Oh, maybe I did forget to tick up. Yeah, you're right. Big HP, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Swords to Plowshares, turn 1 on this Dragon's Rage Channeler. Guessing that Kaplan sided out some number of dazes. And this is probably safe. All right, there's a Tundra. Dragon's Rage Channeler has been disposed of again. Counterbalance reveals Volcanic Island.
Go ahead.
I'm passing the turn.
Yeah, I was wondering about. I was like, how the hell is here?
Expressive Iteration, getting Hydroblasted here. Counterbalance trigger. Murktide on top. That's not going to get anything in my entire deck, I don't think. It's good to know that a Murktide is on its way.
know, like, I wish I could, but.
Fetch going to 18.
Now we got the Savannah legally.
Getting Savannah. Carpet of Flowers once again. Brainstorm in response with counterbalance trigger on the stack. And revealing a Ponder to counter Carpet of Flowers.
Pass you. That was a brainstorm attack, right? Oh, Ponder, sorry. Yeah. Good.
Alright, just clarifying which card was on top of Dave's library. And there it is, the Ponder. Cross that off my list. Ponder resolves. And Delver of Secrets. And passing the turn. Volcanic Island. Pass. Delver trigger on the stack. Brainstorm revealed.
Draw step. Draw step, like after you.
Before
After you draw.
first main phase after draw, I'm swordsing the Insectile Aberration. Counterbalance trigger back on the stack. So this is during Dave's draw step. The Brainstorm was drawn.
That's what, I feel like Minsc could do is, like,
Maybe don't like this play that much. In hindsight, I knew that a Brainstorm was drawn, but it's just too likely that a 1 will get put back on top. K-Poppy calling it a punt. Yeah, maybe. Delver revealed, swords countered.
I've got one extra on the side and two in the main. I was just like, I don't think an extra main thing is going to do it here. It's too slow, this too.
Murktide.
No. Okay. No, and I'm missing Nice Blue Reliquary. So it's like, I'll just try out this Marlock thing, see how it goes. Apparently not low. Apparently I played it once and we didn't have creatures when I played it.
All right, Murktide is a 7/7. We're passing the turn. Expressive Iteration.
I was just like, I just need something to play. Not really playing Delver tonight.
I never feel like playing Delver. I just play it because I don't know.
No, I've played it a ton.
I'll have fun one of these days.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I just,
Anyways, see you guys.
See ya.
Later.
Did you report?
Oh yeah, I'll do it. I got it.
Expressive Iteration resolving here. Prismatic Ending getting put into the exile zone. Ponder getting put on bottom. Prismatic Ending on Delver. X is 1. Kaplan unsure how this works, so I said I'm paying 2, but it's still going to work. And Delver's gone.
Go ahead.
Passing the turn. Murktide is a 7/7, and it's attacking. And another Delver.
Cast Ponder.
Ponder. Ponder will resolve. Swords on Murktide. That will resolve as well.
You were at 18, I believe? Were you at 18? It was 18?
Two fetches, no.
I never hit
resolve
you with
swords
anything.
before. Or
Yeah.
any-
Alright, we were unsure about life totals here.
Number of times the number ticks up, and then you.
No,
you
I think
did it a bunch of times, but it
I
only
got
ticked
a
up
swords
twice.
countered, and
That's the second swords.
that was the third one, but I don't remember what the first one even did.
It ate the DRC right away, right?
Yeah. Did you pitch? Oh, you pitched a force at any point? Did you force a
No.
will?
No.
You only.
This is the problem with not using pen and paper, everybody. Using this life total thing is just like, yeah. Yeah, life pads, exactly.
So I guess you were at 19.
Sorry, I misclicked it. Two fetches, no forces. One sword's definitely got countered.
Yeah.
Because this got exiled, and this is the second creature getting exiled.
Yeah,
So
that's
it must have been
8 total life. And
so
2
18
fetches.
plus 7 plus 1.
Okay. Alright, we're at 26 then. Look. If we think of something later, we'll change it. Go ahead.
Delver trigger.
Yep.
Alright, Delver Trigger reveals a daze. Attacking for 3. Going down to 5. Here's a Brainstorm.
Brainstorm's good.
Daze revealed on top. Brainstorm will resolve. Insectile Aberration has to be removed here, otherwise I could potentially die to Bolt.
Four.
Going to 4. Taking a look at my graveyard. Mystic Sanctuary.
Put swords on top. Cast a brainstorm.
Yeah, Uro could potentially stabilize the board. Brainstorm after the Mystic Sanctuary puts, I believe, Pyroblast back on top. I think that's the card I picked. Oh no, Swords. Sorry. Swords went back on top. Drawing it now off Brainstorm.
Cast the swords.
Swords on Insectile Aberration. Dukes on Twitch is here. What's up, Dukes? How's it going?
Go ahead.
My deck list is posted right now in our Discord server. In the deck list channel. Expressive Iteration on the stack. Flooded Strand, put into exile. Enters play. Yeah, it has been a while. Kaplan draws. We know Kaplan has 2 dazes in hand. Brainstorm. This is, I believe, the 3rd Brainstorm of this game for Kaplan. Putting 2 on top. Scalding Tarn. Thank you, Conscript, for sharing our coffee page in the chat.
Cast endurance.
End step Endurance.
I'll target you.
Targeting Kaplan here.
Corresponds. Fetch.
In response, fetch. Maybe you're going to see a Mystic Sanctuary, put Brainstorm back on top to make sure there's a 1. There's Mystic Sanctuary.
Put a brainstorm on top.
Yep. Yeah, that's fine. Where am I go?
Shuffle off the bottom.
All right, so the lands go on the bottom.
Yep.
Endurance resolves.
Where's the hand now?
I'm at 4 life, which is somewhat precarious.
Try Minsc and do.
Minsc and Boo.
Trigger.
Hmm?
Trigger.
This?
Yeah.
Okay.
Counterbalance trigger. Brainstorm is on top of the library.
Yeah, that's fine.
Trigger.
Yeah.
There's Boo.
Plus. Target this.
And choosing to put counters on the hamster before attacks. Attacking for 7.
Swing for 7.
This is a decent clock now.
Go.
All right, some people in the chat are cheering for Boo.
Yep.
All right, here's the brainstorm that we knew about. Yeah, it's amazing, right? I'm playing and commentating at the same time. Minsc and Boo, I should remind everybody, this is important, that they're from Dungeons and Dragons. They're not from Dominaria. They're not from Ixalan. They're not from Kaladesh. They're from Dungeons and Dragons. That's it. That's the end of the reminder. All right, some people are upset now. And Minsc is not a planeswalker. Minsc is not a planeswalker, technically. I don't know. Richard Pizza says, "Is Boo the planeswalker then?" Boo is not a planeswalker, Richard Pizza. All right, Dragon's Rage Channeler coming on the board. D&D was tastefully done in Magic, though.
Yeah, I just drew a row too.
All right, Uro revealed here, and that's match. Good games to Kaplan.